I'm I'm just recording it so that you can see it later if you wish to. I'll share the video with you.
Okay.
So since their effect is different in different directions, so they are categorized as vector quantity. Just like if you take an example of gravity.
Yes, sir.
If the object is coming downward, the gravity
Yes, sir.
increase the speed of the object.
Yes, sir.
But if the object is thrown upward, the same gravity decrease the speed of the object.
Yes, sir.
So since the effect just change with the direction,
Yes, sir.
it is a vector quantity classified. Okay. Suppose if you go from point A to point B. Okay. You
Yes, sir.
went to point B and again you returned to point A.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if we talk about your displacement, how much
Yes, sir.
you are displaced, since your initial and final position is same, so your displacement equal to 0.
Yes, sir.
But since you have covered some of the length of the path, you covered this much length of the path,
Yes, sir.
so how can be your displacement be 0? So what we will consider to justify this, we considered that your going is positive and your coming back is negative.
Yes, sir.
So sum of the two, if they're equal, is equal to 0.
Yes, sir.
So this leads to the consideration of some of the quantities being vector quantities.
Yes, sir.
That due to the change in direction, their effect changes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now vector is, as we know, expressed with direction
Yes, sir.
and magnitude. So it has two components. One is the direction is the component and another component is
Yes.
magnitude. So direction is expressed with arrowhead. Magnitude is expressed with value. So if I express F arrowhead, then this arrowhead indicates the direction
Yes, sir.
and value indicates like 10 Newton. So there is a direction also. So I can express with either I or J or K. I'll tell you what they are basically. I'll explain it to you. Or we
Yes,
can
sir.
write 10 Newton east,
Yes,
10
sir.
Newton west, 10 Newton north, 10 Newton this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Either we can express it in this way or we can express it in this way. But since it has an arrowhead up, so direction also need to be specified. If
Yes,
you
sir.
say my velocity is 10 meter per second. So since it
Yes,
is a
sir.
vector quantity, you have to specify the direction also. In which direction? I direction.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is how we express a vector. So vector has two parts. One is the magnitude and one is another one is
Direction.
Direction. So we write vector A is modulus of vector and direction of vector. So this modulus indicates the magnitude. This indicates direction. So this is called, how do we read it? A cap. How do we read it? As
Okay.
A cap.
Yes.
And this is read as modulus of A.
Yes, sir. Yeah, this wasn't visible.
Okay. So vector is expressed with two parts. One is modulus of A and one is A cap. So modulus of A is a value. A cap is direction. So a vector has two components. One is the magnitude and one is the
Yes, sir.
direction.
Direction.
So magnitude is always put in between the modulus so that it should always be positive. Okay, the quantity put inside the modulus is always positive. Magnitude can never be negative. What is negative in vector? Magnitude or direction?
So what, sir?
What is negative in a vector? Can vector be a positive and vector be a negative also?
Yes, sir. It can be, no?
Yeah. So what is negative in it? The magnitude is negative or the direction is negative?
Direction, sir. Because
Direction.
magnitude will always be positive.
Yeah, that's why what I'm telling you is that it is placed in the modulus.
Modulus.
Okay. Then we were discussing about the types of vectors.
Yes, sir.
So in types of vectors, the first vector is the unit vector. So unit vector is a vector whose magnitude is always 1. It's only 1.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Suppose if it is a unit vector of force, then it is 1 Newton. If it is a unit vector of distance, 1 meter.
Yes, sir.
If it is a unit vector of velocity, 1 meter per second square. If it is a unit vector of density, 1 gram per cubic centimeter square. So unit vector will always have a value of
1
1.
magnitude.
And it has a direction. So how do we
Yes,
express this unit vector? How do we express? We express by putting a cap on the alphabet.
Yes, sir.
So A cap, I cap, N cap, C cap, T cap, Z cap,
Yes, sir.
K cap. They all are which type of a vector?
This one's unit vectors.
Unit vector. Now, you must have seen that vectors are expressed with an arrowhead, like a line having an arrow. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
The value of quantity gives the length of the vector.
Yes, sir.
Like suppose force is equal to 10 Newton. Let us say. So you are expressing this with the 10 Newton. Like this is expressing 10 Newton. So 5 Newton
Yes,
will
sir.
express half of it. Obviously, no. So length of the vector is according to the magnitude of the vector. That how much longer do we have to draw it? कितना लंबा इसको draw करना है? How much longer do we have to draw it? Is on the basis of its value. If the value is more, the longer will be If the value is less, it will be little short.
If value is less, sir.
Yeah. If the value is less,
Okay.
it will be less in length.
Yes, sir.
If the value is more, it will be more in length. So whenever you have to draw a vector, like two vectors, if you have to draw and their values are different, so their length can never be same. Just remember it.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. Next now, position vector. Now suppose this is x-axis and this is y-axis.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If any object is here, obviously you will express it with the coordinate of x and y.
Yes, sir. X and Y coordinates.
So the line from the origin, which will tell its position, will
Yes,
be
sir.
called as position vector. The line drawn from the center
Hmm.
with a red, I am just indicating it. So red is a position vector.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Suppose if the object is here, the position vector is this. If the object is here, the position vector is this. If the object is here, the position vector is this.
Yes, sir. Sir, in this that which you have put X and Y, no, sir. Over there, like the horizontal line which is parallel to x-axis, is that also the position vector?
No, this is just to indicate that what is a position vector.
Okay, okay.
This is only the white ones are the position vectors here,
Yes, sir.
and the position vector will always start from origin
Origin. Okay.
and will go to till the object.
Yes.
Okay, so this is a
Yes,
position
sir.
vector. So position vector, if written as r, let us say this r is a position vector. So how do we express it mathematically? We will express it xi cap plus yj cap.
Okay, sir. Yes.
Okay. Now what is I cap here?
Sir, I cap, J cap, and K cap. Unit
Yeah.
vector.
Unit vector along x-axis.
X-axis.
J cap. Unit vector along
Y-axis.
y-axis. K cap. Unit vector along
Z-axis.
z-axis. Good. Okay. Now there is another vector which is called displacement vector.
Okay.
Displacement vector. Like suppose this is y-axis and this is x-axis. The particle was at this position and was indicated by position vector r1. After time t, the particle just moved to another position. Suppose this is the position. It has just moved to another position. So this is x1, y1, and it got displaced towards x2, y2. So obviously the position vector will change,
Yes.
and this is R2. So the line indicated with the red color is a displacement vector.
Okay.
I'm just repeating it once again. Consider
Yes, sir.
a particle P
And Q.
only P.
Okay.
At position A, let us say,
Hmm.
particle P at position A having coordinates x1 and y1.
Okay.
Now let us consider that the particle move to another position,
Yes, sir.
and which position? Let us say position B.
A, B. Okay, another is B. Yeah.
Okay, so the same particle P, here also it is P.
Yes, sir.
So obviously the coordinates will change.
Yes, sir.
Here it was x1, y1, here it will be x2, y2.
X2, Y2, sir.
Yeah. So the position vector at point A was R1 and position vector B will be R2, where the cursor is moving, actually that is a position vector.
Yes, sir.
Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
So this is origin O and these are the two position vectors, R2 and R2 and R1.
Yes.
R2 and R1 are the position vectors. So what is
Yes, sir.
mathematical expression for a position vector? R1, how do we can express it mathematically? X1I plus
Y1 J cap
Y1J. Very good. And how do we express R2?
X2 I cap
R2 is X2 I cap
plus Y2 I cap.
plus Y2 J cap.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the displacement vector D we have to write. So what is displacement vector D? So the mathematical expression for the displacement vector D is R2 minus R1. You can also write it as delta R.
Yes, sir.
You can write it as delta R. So delta R is equal to R2 minus R1. You can substitute these values here. X2 I cap plus Y2 J cap minus X1 I cap plus Y1 J cap. This mathematical expression is basically will help you to solve the numericals.
Yes, sir.
So I we will take together x2I minus x1I plus
Yes, sir.
y2j minus y1j, taking I common, x2 minus x1I plus y2
Yes.
minus y1j. So this is delta R. And what is delta R?
Delta R. Sir.
Delta R is
So
what?
same X2 minus X1 I cap plus 7.
Yeah. What delta R is representing actually? Which type of a vector it is representing?
It's a position vector.
No, delta
Or
R is
displacement. Displacement.
displacement vector.
Ah, okay.
Delta R is displacement vector. Now, if I turn it into the values, let us say if I'll take an example,
Yes, sir.
first example is, let us say the object was here and the values are 2 and 5. It is shifted to another point. Let us say this point, and the values are 4 and 4. Can you tell me what is delta R?
So the vector which asking, so that is displacement vector again.
Yeah, displacement vector. Very good. So what is the value of this delta R here?
Sir, from x2 minus x1 I cap
So what is
plus
x2?
4
4. So this is position A and this is position B.
b.
Yeah, very good. So 4 minus
4
2
minus
I
2
cap
I cap plus
plus
4 minus 5 at j cap
4 minus 5 j cap. So it is 2I
minus 1 j cap.
minus 1. So 1 we will not mention.
Okay.
So this is 2I minus j cap is the displacement vector. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So how can we write position vector here, R1 and R2?
Yes, sir.
What is the value of R1?
So R1 is 2. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
2I plus
5 j cap. Yeah.
And what is the value of R2?
So R2 is 4 I cap plus 4 j cap.
4I cap plus 4j cap. Got it? What is the whole mathematical behind this?
Uh,
Understood, like what we have done so
yes, sir.
far?
Like we the delta you're asking, sir.
Yeah, means this displacement vector, position vector is clear mathematically, theoretically, diagrammatically.
It's correct only, no, sir.
Yeah. Means have you understood? I'm asking
Yes,
you.
sir. Understood, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm asking you
This
that.
part till this I understood, sir.
Okay. Okay. So now the next part. I hope the screen is clearly visible, the black one.
Yes, sir. Visible, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Then there are collinear vector. Collinear means which are in one line. The vectors which are in one line, they are collinear.
Yes, sir.
Coplanar, which are in one plane. Do you know
Yes,
what is
sir.
plane?
One. Yes, sir. I know that normal plane only, no, sir.
Yeah, it is two-dimensional
Yes, sir. 2-dimensional.
area or a space. So if two vectors are drawn on one plane, irrespective of their directions,
What's it?
two vectors which are located in the same plane, two vectors which are located in the same plane, one plane only, they are called coplanar vectors. Not clear?
No, sir. Can you explain again?
Yeah, the two vectors which are on one plane, like you can see the screen of your mobile phone or screen of your laptop is a plane because it has two dimensions. One is X and one is Y.
Okay.
If you draw two lines on it, these two lines are said to be coplanar.
Yes. Okay, got it. Yeah, understanding. Yes, sir.
Okay, so suppose you have a notebook. You draw two vectors on one page. So
Yes, sir.
since one sheet of the notebook is a plane which is having two directions, one is x and one is y. So the two lines, two vectors drawn on a page of a notebook are coplanar.
Yes, sir. Got it.
Got it? So a coplanar vector can be collinear also, because if you draw two vectors like this, they are on one plane and they are one after the other. So they can be
Yeah.
collinear also, no?
Yes, sir. Yeah, correct. Yeah, collinear also.
Yeah, so just like I'm writing on the screen of my laptop, so my screen of the laptop has one component y and one component x, and I'm drawing two vectors on it one after the other. So these vectors are in a single line, so they are collinear vectors.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, sir.
Got it? And as such, they are on one plane. So they are coplanar as well as
Collinear.
collinear. I hope it is understood.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, so these type of types of vector must be given in your book. You can just read them, because null vector. Okay, last point we discussed. Null vector.
Yes, sir.
Null means zero. So neither a magnitude means no value, nothing,
Yes, sir.
nor direction. Neither a magnitude nor a direction.
Yes. Okay.
So can we have such kind of a thing which doesn't have a magnitude as well as direction?
Well, then it is like which doesn't exist, right? Then how
Yeah,
can
it
we
is a
have
dot.
another?
Dot.
Okay. 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 Yes. Yes. Yeah, it can be.
So
Neither has
dot,
direction.
yeah, dot is a null vector.
Yes.
Got it? So in
Yes.
this way, you can just read the types of vectors. It's only polar vector, axial vector, equal vector, opposite vector. Shall I tell all?
Yes.
Okay.
So, like it's required for this, right?
It's just a theoretical part. Equal vector. Two vectors which are equal in length are equal vector. Negative vector. If suppose one is in this direction, another one is in this direction. So vector A is negative of vector B. Vector A is equal to vector B because they
Yes,
are
sir.
equal in magnitude.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
And their direction must also be the same. For vectors to be equal, okay,
yes, sir.
then polar vector, which has a beginning,
Yes, yes,
initial point,
yes,
which has initial point is called polar vector.
yes, sir.
Okay. Now let us switch on to another thing. Now operations on vectors. Operations means mathematical operations. Rather, if we specifically tell about, this is important part of your mathematical operations. How many mathematical operations are there? plus, minus,
minus, multiply,
multiplication, and
division.
division. So these are the operations.
Yes, sir.
The scalar quantities are added
Yes, sir.
and subtracted
Yes, sir.
by normal arithmetic operations.
Yes, sir.
Like you can just add them 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 2, this. So normal mathematical operations, they can be added and subtracted. But vector quantities cannot
Yes, sir.
be added or subtracted or multiply or divided by normal methods,
Okay.
because the vector quantities have magnitude as well as direction. So if you add them, direction also need to be added up.
Yes, sir.
And
Okay.
scalar has,
Direction.
scalar has only magnitude. So you simply add them, subtract them, multiply them, doesn't make a difference. But in vector
Yes, sir.
quantities, we have magnitude as well as direction. So whenever we add them, the direction also get added up. So
Yes, sir.
that's why we have laws of addition and multiplication.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, so in laws of addition, we have two laws. One is
Yes, sir.
parallelogram law,
Yes, sir.
and another one is triangle law of addition. TRI, triangle law of vector addition. So if you do it for your CBSE exams,
Yes, sir.
then you have to do the derivation of it. But
Yes,
if you
sir.
want to do it
And,
only for your entrance exam,
yeah.
then you need to learn only the formula of it. Then I'll make you
Formula.
understand. Okay.
Yes, sir.
But
Okay.
since you have to
Yes, sir.
pass CBSE exam also, so the derivation is also required,
Yes, sir.
because this question comes of 3 marks generally,
Yes, sir.
to derive and one numerical. So laws of multiplication, we have scalar law, or the name is dot product. The another one is vector law or cross
Yeah.
product. I'll share a notes also with you. Just now I'm writing. If it is okay, then you can keep this. Otherwise, I'll share the notes with you also through WhatsApp. Okay.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank
Yeah. So in addition, we have two laws, and in multiplication, we have two laws. So these laws
Yes,
we
sir.
have to discuss at length. They will require approximately will be requiring more than 1 hour to discuss and understand.
Okay.
Okay. But one is the parallelogram law of vector addition. Second is the triangle law of vector addition. And in the product, we have scalar law, and one is the vector law. The other name of the scalar law is dot product, and the vector law is the cross product.
Okay.
So first, if we understand addition, like suppose if you are applying force on an object, please try to understand it very carefully. Wherever you are not clear, please ask again. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You are applying force of 10 Newton. Which direction it will go?
No, this side, sir, which is pointing. Yeah.
Yeah, this side only. Now suppose
Yes, sir.
there is an object on which you are applying force 10 Newton in this direction and
Yes, sir.
10 Newton in this direction. Now which direction it will go? This?
Yes, no. Yeah, it can go in that.
But
It can
10
go
is
up, sir.
acting and 10 this also is acting.
So up.
Will it go in the direction of F1 or it will go in the direction of F2?
That's F2.
It will go this side? No,
Sir,
because
will it go like from the top right side diagonal part up?
so see, this is the addition of these two.
Yes, sir.
This is F1 and this is F2. So resultant is F. So F is F1 plus F2.
Yes, sir.
So, you know, the direction has changed. This is, let us say,
Yes,
if
sir.
it is 10I, this is
Yes,
J, then this is in the middle of it, I plus J.
Yes, sir.
So that's why we need laws to add vectors. Vectors cannot be, we cannot write it as 20 Newton this direction. It is not 20 Newton this direction.
Yes, sir.
So this is one of the way we can understand that why do we have to have a law to add vectors?
Yes, sir.
So if two vectors are expressed with the two sides of the parallelogram, let us
Yes,
say
sir.
this is vector 1 and this is vector 2, then the resultant of these two vectors is expressed with the diagonal of the parallelogram. The resultant of the two is expressed with the diagonal of the parallelogram. That's why it is called parallelogram law of vector addition.
Yes, sir.